Welcome back to the Cannabis Podcast. And guess what? Chicago's United Center is now serving THC drinks. You heard that right. Shout out to all my Chicagoans or Chicagoans or Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. And before we get into the details, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you being here and all your support. Let's get into it. The United Center in Chicago will be the first major arena in the country to offer hemp-derived THC drinks at concerts and events. Now, that's very specific. It's hemp-derived. What's driving the news? Chicago-based brands Senorita and Rhythm announced on Tuesday that they have entered into a multi-year deal with the United Center to add hemp-derived THC drinks to the menu. Now, last year, according to a Gallup poll, alcohol consumption was at an all-time low. So, Chicago's largest arena is responding to the trend of sports fans and concert goers looking for alternatives. The stadium will offer 4 different 5-milligram hemp-derived THC options, including margarita and Paloma flavors. Ooh. They will be available for consumers 21 and up. Make sure you show your ID. Yes, but THC drinks will not be available at the Bulls and Blackhawks games as of now, just concerts and other events. NBA, NHL aren't allowed to do any cannabis advertising sponsorships. That's what a spokesperson says. Now, we do have a video from a while ago that talks about professional sports CBD partnerships, which I think is different than cannabis, but it's still under the radar. I think they're allowed to partner, but not allowed to advertise. So that would be correct. While the United Center is the largest venue to offer these drinks, it isn't the first. Minor league stadiums and other smaller event spaces are already offering the drinks to spectators. But the intrigue is the United Center's move to add these products comes as Chicago's City Council grapples with how to regulate the hemp-derived THC products. This is important. The council just banned certain products in the city, but it exempted THC drinks from the new ordinance. Mayor Brandon Johnson has yet to decide whether he'll veto the ordinance. He has until the end of the week. Something tells me he won't. So, what's next? Senorita and Rhythm drinks are available at the United Center now, and non-infused samples will be available at upcoming concerts, including the New Edition Way and Life as a Highway tour. Now, who doesn't want to go see New Edition with some THC? And I can't help but think that they're just trolling you with Life as a Highway tour while giving you stuff to get high. You know, that's just kind of funny, good marketing. But a little bit more information. Again, they're not available at Bulls or Blackhawks games. Now, maybe people watching hockey should take a little bit of cannabis and chill out. They don't fight as much, but that's just me. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. But it's a big deal because Americans across the country are choosing THC drinks, and now people can have them where other people are consuming, alcohol, all that kind of good stuff. 3 different flavors will be sold at the United Center: jalapeno margarita, mango margarita, and grapefruit paloma. And now, Rhythm is a drink that is a mix of THC and caffeine. Now, cannabis and coffee are 2 of my favorite combinations, like peanut butter and jelly. But that's just my opinion. But the drinks planned for sale at the United Center will contain 5 milligrams of THC. A toxicologist at the hospital says these types of commercial beverages are pretty low concentration. Now, that is correct because anywhere you go, California, Colorado, and a lot of places, the state's cap and limit is 10 milligrams per drink per serving or 100 milligrams per bottle that has to be dosed. So this is pretty low, and it's hemp-derived. So again, is it synthetic hemp-derived? And there was just a hemp ban that went into effect, but then they exempted it with the ordinance. There is so much stuff going on. It's kind of confusing, so I totally understand. I'm confused. Again, don't drink and drive. And they're telling you it's illegal to operate a vehicle above the legal limit or 5 nanograms or more. So check out our video on the standard joint unit. So Unlike alcohol, there's no simple way to test for a THC in-person system yet. So as the demand for these drinks grow, efforts locally to ban the products is going to go up, though there's an exemption for beverages and several other categories. So it's interesting that they can sell these drinks at a place that also sells alcohol, because most places, if they allow alcohol, they don't allow cannabis drinks. And if they allow cannabis drinks, like in a dispensary in California, you can't serve alcohol and or food, I believe, as of right now. Food might be changing. But I think in the same place, you can't sell alcohol and cannabis. So it's interesting. I don't know Chicago's laws about that, but it seems like they have specifically exempted it and they knew what they were doing. They always know what they're doing and they act like they don't. But the proof is they know what they're doing because they carved out the exemption when they just passed the ordinance right at the time when it's about to kick in. So timing's everything. But hey, good news. Shout out Chicago. This is a great first step. United Center. Isn't that great? Look, cannabis brings people together, and they started it at the United Center. Yeah. Maybe I just had a little bit too much za for breakfast. All right, but that's good news. And until next time, stay blessed, and don't forget to tip your butt tenders.